All right, what's up, Dragon Brew? Today we're going to be on some kind of shenanigans because we're going to be playing some plus and plus one counters with a little bit of a twist. We're going to see if we can get some free things from Hideaway a bunch of different ways. So we'll get into that here in a second, but let's just go down the deck list because all of it kind of comes together as you go down the list. All right, so we're playing a couple of Hopeful Initiate. This is a way to get rid of some artifacts and enchantments. We don't have many, so this will just have to do. And it's an early one drop. We needed something. Now, we have Lunark Veteran, which gains life. Doesn't give plus and plus one counters, but we kind of need this against the mono red matchup to buy ourselves a little bit of time. Now, the trick here is Collector's Cage. Now, I think it's easy to look at Collector's Cage and say, like, oh, we're never going to get the Hideaway thing, right? But you Hideaway 5, and then it only costs 1 to put a plus and plus one counter on a creature. And then all you have to have is 3 different creatures that have different powers, which is pretty easy to do. We might even be able to do this as early as, like, turn 4-ish. And then just get one of our big things, and we'll talk about those in a second. Bramble Familiar, because this gives us some free mana to possibly be able to cast those things if we have to. Botanical Brawler, we're going to be putting counters on things, so this makes sense. One of those ways is going to be Fight Rigging, and remember, if we get a Bramble Familiar under Fight Rigging, we can also just play the Adventure side and go looking for something really big. We also get to play Gwenna, gets to untap, cast some of our big stuff, which is great. Cutsoul, now this is a way to get some cards. I don't know if this is going to be super good for us, but it is enough that your opponent can't cast spells on our turn. But I think by the end of the video, we might turn this into something else. It's just kind of a placeholder for now. There is a Rabble Rousing, so we got that going for us. It's another Hideaway 5. And if the game goes long, we can just make a bunch of tokens and get out of trouble that way. Railway Brawler, another way to put counters on things. This seems pretty good. And even better if we can get it for free early. And now we get into the big things. We've got some Galta and Mavrin. This is actually super sweet because it's a big 12-12. And obviously, if we get either of the attack triggers, it's going to be pretty good, especially if we get it cheap. And if we get this for free, well, then we actually get to make all of our stuff often +4, +5. That's going to be enough to end the game as well. And another thing that makes mana that can help us get there is the Gold Vein Hydra. So we have a little bit of everything going on here. So we'll see if this works out the way we want. If you want to have some fun, then park your butt, grab a drink, and then get to the end of the video because that helps us out. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and also hit that like button. And at the end of the video, if you like what you see, I'm going to have a link for you. It'll take you over to Moxfield, a channel sponsor, where you can download this and check it out for yourself and have some fun. Now, though, let's go see if calling in the cavalry gets us some wins. Just gonna mulligan this. All right. Not great, but it'll have to do. Oh, that is super unfortunate. I guess the only saving grace is we get to Hydra. And maybe chump block something next turn. Yep. We take the hit. No blocks. No real need there. Alright, there's some extra mana that could help. That's the turn. And we actually need Hydra to die now before they flip the Commando Faces Kakazan, or else we don't even get our treasure, which is kind of gross, but yeah, it's just kind of how it works. Alright, I'll double block, knowing that you got a spell. I'm a sucker. Oh, they didn't have one. Okay. I mean, can I take advantage of the opportunity? No, we can't. So, that sucks. That is super sad, actually. I mean, any chance your hand is all land, opponent? Because I feel like the answer is no. Try to pump the etchings and then we get to kill it? That'd be nice. Nope. Looks like they're making us fight first. Smart move. Because, I mean, we could have just as well had, like, a get lost or something. Okay, so that didn't change much for them, effectively. But we do go to 4, which makes us much more susceptible to losing. Alright, well, we're going to do what we can do. Hopefully they can't get past a 5-5. This is kind of all we got. All right, that puts us to 3. So now we need life gain to show up. Come on, veteran. And then a creature. This isn't the one that deal. Why? Why are we attacking here? Well, we found a veteran, but that's weird. Why did they attack? We'll pass the turn. Because we can't afford to block with our veteran if something crazy happened. Alright, not worried about that, because Brawler has no longer Secret Reach, but he's got his big bow. Okay, fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6. Alright, we just have to play this and gain a point of life. And have a 4/4, which is much better. And pass the turn. Alright. Come on, one more creature. Oh, opponent's just giving up here. Or maybe trying to bait us into an attack so that they can draw a hasty thing. But now we get to cast this. There we go. We got there. Gimme this dude. Hell yeah. Attacking. Make me some 1/1s. With lifelink. That are all 2/2s. And a 24/24 Galta and Maverick. Just kind of funny. Wow, we got super low, but we got out of there. Whew. Yep, we're going to eat it with the biggest thing possible. Proper play would have been to gain life, but we'll take it. So I'm going to keep this. Feels a little depressing, but it feels also correct to keep it. And then maybe we can find a 2-mana thing off the top. Ugh, Reckoner Raid, okay. So can we get away with playing a Hydra on 2, or do we need to wait? I feel like we need to wait. So let's attack first. Go ahead and play this. Put something up under it. Wow. Sure. That's tough. Like, that is not what we want under there. Alright, we can go Hydra. Maybe? Not sure what the opponent's hoping to do here. Kill our Hydra? Sweet. Not mad at that. And they took life, so, or lost life, so that's cool. Tiny Bones, you got it. And we don't even have anything good in the yard for him to get right now, right? So we'll just go Hydra for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just kind of just do what you do. I mean, we're just getting the mana right back, so no loss here. Alright, you have a Gix. But then they're still going to be... They go to 11. Wow. That doesn't quite get us to where we want to go. But... if we play this for... I mean, that's all of our mana. Not all of our mana. It is 8, though. Alright. I guess we do it. What's our loss here, right? Counter. Back. Alright, that's something. Also, don't forget, we can remove the Nezumi Raid Captain, as it is a counter, or an enchantment. Ooh, easy mulligan on this one. You don't want those in hand. We want to get those for free later. I just realized I was miscalculating some damage in that last one because I wasn't accounting for the actual cavalry itself when it came into play. Alright, come on, let's find a 2-mana thing here. That feels like it's going to be very important. They're probably going to take Cutzel because that's cards. And we don't have anything big to play with Gwynna yet. So we really need to draw a 2-mana thing here. That's pretty big business. Been seeing a lot of Pilfer and a lot of the other one from Thunder Junction too, as far as discard spells. Not sure when that all started, but it's definitely a thing that's been going around lately. Lots of upgraded choices in discarding. Intriguing. Alright, I guess we attack. I mean, you're just going to wait and kill a Gwynna, right? We know what's going on. Like, here you go. Here's a Gwynna for you to kill, opponent. Congrats. I'll take my 1 point of life. And Shieldred. No, not Shieldred. Okay, cool. Ooh, do we give the opponent a land here or not? This is a real... Actually, this is tough because I need to play... I guess I don't need to play a land here. But I kind of need to play a land here. Oh, no. I was hoping there'd be almost anything under here than this. Oh, this sucks. Wow, that's awful. Damn. Now I kind of sadly have to get rid of the arena. And I don't really want to, but like we have nothing. Like I don't even have anything to look forward to under the Hideaway. Like that's what sucks here. Man, and I eventually could have got rid of it with the Initiate, but if they were going to sweep the board anyway, we'd have been even further behind, so I figured I might as well do this. Alright, Virtue, you got it. And there's a Shieldred. I mean, it's a Hydra. I guess it's something. Man, this is so brutal. Like, literally nothing under there to look forward to. They can get our Cutzel. That's a real creature, I guess. Liliana, you got it, fam. Why not?
No more distractions. Let's make this quick.
I'm just gonna sacrifice this. At least I can get a creature back from it. And maybe fuel the cage. Like, if I get some other 1-mana thing here. Not that it would matter a lot, but, you know, it's something. Oh, gosh. I think I'm gonna go here. See if we can just go big when the time comes. Oh, do we attack into Liliana and just force them to block with Shieldred? I think the answer is yes. And just hope. I mean, I don't know what else we're going to do. Good news is, if we find one of our big creatures, we at least could cast something off of the fight rigging. Like, we have options. We just got to get there. You know what? That's better than nothing. Let's go. See if we hit something. We got through all the land, at least, right? So there's got to be something real there. Alright, there's at least one, so we'll take that. That's better than not a thing. I don't have any cards in hand. If I can get both of the... I guess I wait. And then try to hit this as well. Because I think having it as mana doesn't do anything here. So what we get is a Bramble Familiar anyway, most likely here. I think I will take that, in case it gets something that makes us sacrifice a creature. And... using a treasure here doesn't feel like it does. Actually, we'll just end the turn. Let's see what the opponent's got. Alright, they're going to get to draw a card off of Aklazot's, right? Because we can't discard. Oh, but if they attack, then we might be able to get them. They also don't know what's under our collector's cage, even though we know it's just trash, but they do also gain 4, so I don't know. It could be worth the risk to them. Let's see, 3. We could pump the Bramble Familiar, pump it again before we attack, give it another one before we attack, so it could be 5. That's 18. We could do exactly 24 with Maven and Galta's ability. So that's probably going to be it if they're attacking here. I think that works. Actually, I should have responded because I guess there's. Oh no, because they already played a land for the turn. I was gonna say they could have like land cut down on our familiar, but they don't have it. So yeah, we just make the familiar big enough. Sadly, we know there's nothing good under the collector's cache. And that's 17, 18, plus 5 is 23. If we do this correctly. I think that's right. Alright, and then make the tap singular dinosaur. That's what we want. Attacking the opponent. Oh man, I don't know how we won that, but we got there. Whew. Not gonna lie, this feels like sometimes you just steal one that you don't deserve to. That's what this feels like, but you know, we'll take the win and move. But man, that was ugly the way that started. Alright, let's keep it. Ugh. More Spara's headquarters turn 1. It's like usually you see that and just go, oh, your insides just go, oh, this is going to be a long, boring game. Like, you just know it, so you just buckle yourself in, you know? Strap in. It's going to be one of those games. Interesting, they didn't binding the initiates. Huh. And yeah, I could have played those in a different order and gained a life, obviously. I think in my head I was thinking about a bunch of things. I wasn't sure what the opponent was up to here. So I'm wondering if they have... they probably have the Virtue of Persistence here. Whoa! Whoa! A Giada? The hell? Why a Giada? What? What? Really? Huh. Yeah, I guess we do this? Well, I already screwed up because I was playing around a whole different deck type, and that's not what's going on here at all. This is like some 5-color angel shenanigans. Yeah, opponent might wreck us now. I mean, to their credit, they played cards I was not thinking about or prepared for, so, you know, congrats to them. But, wow, that's tough. All right, so we don't get anything for that. Kind of wrecks our other plan as well, unless we find another 1-mana creature. Nope, even a 1-mana creature wouldn't do it. All right, so weird. So it's still just Giada. Like, nothing else is really happening. I mean, I guess this could be another Leyline Binding. Okay, it is. Yeah, I do not understand what I'm staring at right now, y'all. And don't be wrong, I build some wacky decks at times, but this has me just baffled. Like, it's all the tri-lands. Okay, there you go. That's the other shoe I was waiting to drop. I was like, what's going on, you know? Alright. So now we've seen... So it's really just control with angels. Wow. That's a thing, I guess. Okay, let's play this and see what we can find underneath it. Because there are still some things that could help us out. That was not one of them. So then let's play this and see if we find something under that. That was also not one of them. Though Initiate arguably could help a little bit, maybe. Alright. No attacks. I think we're dead anyway here in 2 turns. Yep, you got it. I mean, attack me twice and I'm dead. Yeah, because the best we can do is get a 6/6, but it is definitely not here, so... we can create a scenario where we can try to find a 6/6. That might be our best bet. So, put a counter here. Like that. No, there's still no way, because we won't be able to use the fight rigging. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, weird deck, but the opponent gets that one for sure. Yeah, we're just dead. We had no real outs here. Okay, we're going to keep this and see what we can do. It is at least allows us to play something every turn, and maybe if we find the right creatures, we can build something up here. Oh, well, we're going to need to draw more help, I think. Because I don't feel like this is going to cut it. Unless they just don't have removal cards, and it's just stuff to pump their things. But that's usually not the case. Did they find one? They did not, but they found damage. Alright, not blocking for obvious reasons. We like having the life there. And I'm just going to attack. And I feel like I'm supposed to play a Gwynna next turn and get the life. Oh, you're playing green mana. Okay, well, that's going to suck for us. Yep, no block these. Question is, are we dead next turn? That's what we have to figure out. If I do this, I can put a counter on the veteran. Veteran will grow this into a 3/3. Then if I fight rigging next turn, that's not enough. Okay, well, we'll need to hope to hit something big next turn. Don't know what that's going to be just yet, but maybe we'll find it. Alright. They obviously have something to play there. I don't know what something is, but it might even just be as simple as a giant growth. Yeah, at this point, I think we go ahead. I mean, if it's a rage or something, so be it. Yep. I was going to attempt to double block, but it felt like they had 2 spells there, and I didn't want to risk it. Because if we don't get what we need, we at least can put counters on the veteran and get out of trouble. We did find a Maven, though. We wouldn't have been able to cast it. We've been mana short still. Well, that's fine. What you got, opponent? We will take probably this. Don't really see a world where we're going to get to that, but, you know, maybe. All right, no attacks. Just in case I think we got a double block or something. Blue Spear, not cool. All right. Is this how we die? It might just be another rage. I mean, giant growth gets them both. Oh, it's Tamio safety me. All right, that actually could have been worse. That if that's the card, then cool. All right, we play this. Play Collector's Cash. Wow, man, we are breaking hard on these. Put a counter here, so we have a 2/2 in the air and a 4/4 on the ground. And then we'll just make this big. And then just hope they miss. It's kind of our game plan right now. Flick shots. All right, we don't die to that, so that's good. Would love to have another creature here, though. I'm trying to figure out how we make this happen. So if we put a counter here, we get a free counter here. 1, 2, 3. We only have 6. We need 7 for this tutor. So we go ahead and just play this and see if there's something good under there. Ooh. All right, we'll take a veteran. Ooh, I kind of want a rabble rousing, though. I think we have to take a veteran, because if we do get the land, or actually if we hit the right cards in sequence, then this kind of works. So we have to do this first, I think. And then, which one's this? That's this one, which gets us the 7/7. Or can hope. Actually, yeah. Let's just put the counter here, and we'll just get both of these. So this goes first. We get that. We get to use this in search. Hopefully we don't brick. Railway Brawler's perfect. Awesome. That works. All right, no attacks. We'll just replay this guy. Gain a life. All right, now we're trucking. Cooking with gas now. Yep. Woo! Man, that was tight. I think there was a lot of cards that could have drawn. I was not expecting them to have a Tamiyo safekeeping, but it actually worked out better. That it wasn't like giant growth or something when the time came. Okay, let's keep this. And I'm going to hope we draw an untapped green source, personally. But if we don't, so be it. We did not, so at least we have a play here. Attack. We're going to have to draw a lot of land here, though, because usually this is a sign that we're going to be playing a very, very long, boring game here. I'm going to go with this. We can get some cards, because that's very important. Wait. Oh, power greater than their base power. So I have to wait till I can attack with the initiate. I've gotten so used to our creatures being bigger than normal for us to get to draw a card. Alright. Well, you have all the mana you want, opponent. Why are you just trying to trick me here? Nope, they are not. Alright, I'm going to go and just load this up for later. Cool, cool, cool. I wouldn't mind getting a Hydra here. Hydra would be kind of slick. Actually, Hydra would be slick for two reasons. Well, a land is none of those things. But I was thinking if we would have got that, we could attack for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then that's lethal. Or we at least have something to play after Railway Brawler that could also be lethal. So now we have a different issue. I think we attack. Wish I would have had a creature land here. Get a card. Okay, Brawler's not bad. I think we just pass the turn. Opponent's at 4. We'll see what they do. I mean, they could have an angel, kill off a thing here. Would be a little tough. They're going to temporary lockdown. Well, that's interesting, because we can just get rid of the... I was going to get rid of their land, but we can just get rid of the lockdown, right? So that works. Yeah, alright, cool. Got there. Okay, let's keep it. I think I'm just going to go here. If one of these had been a land that comes into play on tapped, I obviously would have went initiate turn 1, but don't think that... Well, I was going to say I don't think that's where we are, but now we try something a little different, I think. Alright. Shieldred, sure. You have a Shieldred. Pass the turn. Bronco, you got it. I am not blocking. Not interested. Draw a card. Okay. What are our options here? We could Brawler, but Brawler doesn't particularly do anything. We could Collector's Cash. We'd have to attack first, though. Which I guess is fine. Actually, I could play this, then attack. We also could do this first and kind of get a look at what's under the hood, effectively. Oh, do they have a cut down? Oh, well, they still have Scrap Quarter. That's not doing us any favors. Well, crap. Cutzel feels like it would be good here, but Gwenna feels like the card we need to even try to do something. I don't know what to choose here. I think I'm supposed to choose Cutzel, but I'm going to choose Gwenna, and we're going to gamble. I think that's just where our mind's made up here. Alright. See if they block. Oh, sweet. They did block. Wasn't expecting them to, but I'll take it. Now they play a kill spell? Alright. Now that they have that, I don't think we can win. That was like our best plan there, so we're kind of toast now. And it was a little greedy. I could have probably tried to respond or something, but yeah, we're just dead. I'm like, this did not come together. And sadly, Gwenna alone is not enough here. Even if we get that here, it's just not going to cut it. Fight rigging is cute. But, I mean, very likely they have a kill spell of some kind since they didn't cast anything there. Yeah. I mean, that has to be a kill spell. No? Wow. Weird. Thought it would have been. Pep Order is also not removing things from yards, which is kind of interesting. They're just taking the damage? Okay. I mean, I guess we block. I don't love it, but, I mean, just going to play another Shieldred? Snakeskin Veil. Sure, I guess. Alright. I don't think we can do enough to win still, though. But we do get a point of life here, so that counts for something, I guess. Snakeskin Veil. That is not a card I expected them to play, let me tell you. I mean, we do gain flying, and Gwenna will have a couple of counters on her. So, could we win? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6. Actually, we will if this isn't a kill. Oh, they only have 1 mana available. I think we do win. Because we... Oh, no, we're a mana short of casting this. Oh, no. Oh, we don't get to untap that. So this would untap. So she'd be a... Hold on a second. I need to do some quick math. So she'd be a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, we're going to be a mana short. Oh, that is so unfortunate. That sucks. I don't think we're going to be able to kill them. We needed this to be an untapped land. Oh, that hurts my soul so bad. But it's like the only thing we can do. Because she only gets 1 counter, right? Yeah. I mean, we get a point, which is not nothing. But that's only 14. Golly. It was so close. What's our options here? We can only attack with Gwenna. Because we have to leave 2 blockers. Because otherwise, if they get one thing attack us, we take 5 and then we die during our upkeep to Shieldred. Oh, that is so brutal. All right, we just gotta hope. I mean, here's the other thing. If we get another turn, we could theoretically get another cavalry. Okay, if that's all they have, then we could still win this. Yeah, that's cool. Because we can just chump block with the veteran. Oh, they're going to fight something. Still mostly fine, though, actually. So we just sack our lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this guy is 6. No, we can't. We still need to block. All right, so we'll get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, but then we're only attacking for 7? No, actually, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Still survived a Phyrexian Obliterator, so that works too. Not at all how I thought this was going to go down, but you know what? We will take it. Put a counter on, I don't know, some knucklehead. We're attacking for lethal here. This is the craziest way we've won a game. Opponent tried to use a Phyrexian Obliterator. Had Shieldred this whole game on turn 3, and somehow we did not die and killed them with Xaxes. Woo! Mulligan. All right, this feels better. Let's keep this, get rid of the Brawler. No, I say that. There's 2 Brawlers. Botanical Brawler and Railway Brawler. Oh, can we race fast enough against this deck? I don't know that answer, but we're going to try to find out. I feel like a real strong maybe. Because, like, if we can grow these into, like, 3/3s, find something good under here, the next creature comes out, we're able to turn it into a thing. Maybe we find something good under... maybe. There are some ways, actually. There's some ways. Because we put one of our big hitters under here and then find some small creature we put a counter on, like, that's doable. Totally reasonable. Ooh, do I Hydra here? And let this become a 3/3, have a 2/2 Hydra, play this next turn. Yeah, I think we do. And if a sweeper happens, this doesn't hurt as bad. Alright. Because they could just as well just cast, like, Brotherhood's End here or something. Though they do have a lot of tap lands, so they may not have it. But if we turn for one of our big monsters, this could end the game. Or come damn close to it. Oh, actually, this doesn't work right, now that I'm thinking about it. Because when this would resolve and have a counter on it, these would both be 3/3s. So this actually doesn't work. I actually can't benefit the way I want to because I played this in the wrong order, as it turns out. That is a little bit sad. Well, good news is, if you want to have a bit of good news, anything we would have wanted was not under there. So there's that. Oh, it did work. Still put the counter on. Oh, no, it didn't. Yeah, it did exactly what we thought. It put the counter on after the fact. That makes sense. All right, on the plus side, we get to attack with the land. That'll be a 3/3. We can turn into a 4/4. All right, that's not so bad. Hammer Skull's kind of annoying. Not going to lie. Okay, so if we attack with everything, we got a 3/3. Opponent would only take 5. That's tough. And then they're probably looking at a fight rigging or something then, right? They're probably going to block our land, I would think. If we attack like that. But I think we kind of have to, unfortunately. So they either take 6 or they block the 4. I'm assuming, because they're not going to take 7. They might be looking at block the land, sweep the board, which is also reasonable. All right, they go to 3. That also unlocks another big Hydra. Also makes a cavalry exactly lethal. But, well, not anymore. They got their lands back now. That's what I was saying, though. I wasn't sure if we could race this deck or not. They have 5 mana here. What are they doing? I would not be upset at them wasting resources in our collector's cache at the moment, because it's kind of junky what's under there. Oh, and they're going to gain the life? Sicko. Oh, they don't have the extra green, so they're just going to kill our cache, I'm assuming. That's fair. All right. Come on. All right, that's not terrible. Get to attack for 3. All right. We have a 6/6 on board, and we have a 3/3 land we can attack with. Though they're probably just going to Whirl Soul's Rage the cavalry here, and then gain another, whatever, like 6 or plus. Oh, well, they can gain another 3. Tap 4, gain 3. Would not be able to kill a cavalry at that point. So they kind of have to do that now, I think. Or are they just going to tap 7 to search? Oh, this is weird. All right, I'm just going to attack with our flyer because nothing else makes sense. Yeah, you get to gain 3, right? Because there's only 3 lands in there from what I saw. So, I mean, if they have something, they have something. Okay, cool. I was thinking they might have had some other instant speed, something or other, or way to gain some extra life. That's why I didn't activate an attack with this, because it would have just got chumped and possibly still kill our cavalry or something. I don't know. But anyway, it's a win I didn't think we were going to get. All right, so I feel like a couple of things happened over the course of those games that I got a little more familiar with what we should be trying to do here. I think we need more small things to cast. We also need some other, I don't know what we want to call them, specialty trigger things we can hit off the top. So what I would like to do, as much as Cutzel was kind of cool, I think I also want to cut down 2 fight riggings. And this sounds a little crazy, but it does take us a while to grow things with the fight riggings, or to be able to trigger them. So I don't think that's what we should be targeting, though the collector's caches are just fine. But I do want to go to 2 more creatures with the hopeful initiates. I think is very good. Bramble Familiars, not bad. I think I'm going to cut Rabble Rousing, believe it or not, and 1 Galta. And I want to go to a couple of Titan of Industry. This gives us more ways to destroy artifacts and enchantments. This also gives us some life gain. It's a big creature with reach if we want that against mono red. It's another thing that just kind of kills the opponent with a Railway Brawler, right? So now that gives us 2, 4, 5 quality hits. And then we're kind of in a spot of what do we want the last card to be. I feel like we almost want it to be something that's well, for sure a creature. But I'm wondering, like, do we want something like Aurelia? I mean, not Aurelia. Why did I say Aurelia? That's the wrong card. Adeline, right? Like, that could be the card we want here. Something like this that can get us extra life from a Lunarch veteran, can be a big attacker, doesn't worry about Wandering Emperor. Is Gwyneth still good enough with just Wellray Brawlers, Titans, Galta, Moonshaker? Because apparently, unfortunately, Gwyneth does not trigger for Goldvein Hydra because the Goldvein Hydra sadly does not count as having a base power of whatever. So yeah, it's kind of what I want the last spot to be at this point, and I don't know what the right answer is. It could be another Bramble Familiar, could make it easier to cast some things. I think that's a reasonable thing as well. This is tough. Maybe it's supposed to be another Bramble Familiar. Maybe that's the answer. But like I said, I do like something like Adeline just giving us another creature, another different power is almost always going to be the case as well, which is pretty big. And we don't have much at 3 mana. We have Gwyneth and we have Fight Riggings, right? So we don't really have anything we're doing on turn 3, whereas we have a ton of things we're doing right now on turns 1 and 2. Could also just be something that makes more counter. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to gamble here a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and cut that other familiar, and I'm going to play 61, but I'm going to go to 3 Beast Caller. And the reason I want to do that is twofold. Threefold, actually. One, it's a creature that is just 2 mana, right? So it can force the opponent to spend some mana, and people often want to kill it because they don't want you to move the counters. But it is another thing that gets counters easy. It triggers the Botanical Brawler, as well as making it easy for us to grow another creature and trigger the Collector's Cage, which is also very good. So I think the final list I'm going to put up is going to be this. But here's an interesting thing, too, I discovered in playing this deck. I also feel like, well, one, this deck was only about, like, literally a hair over 50%. And this is because I think it does sometimes stumble to itself, having the typical thing of, like, well, if you don't hit your big creatures off of your Collector's Cage and your Fight Rigging, they don't do a whole lot, right? So it does have that aspect about it, which is tough. But it did also have some times it just stumbled to bad land draws. So, and we have plenty of land for the deck. I don't think we need much more than that. I mean, we have 25 with some mana creatures, with Gwenna, and we're shortcutting some things with the Collector's Cage. So I don't think you need more land. I think I just got unlucky today, and I had at least 3 or 4 losses that I didn't even make the video because I just got stuck on like 2 land, or I got my 3rd land on like turn 6 or 7, and the deck just didn't do anything. And those games were over pretty quick. Nothing really happened. So it's probably slightly better than that. It's probably like a 52 or 53% versus being like a 50-51. But if you want to do something in the space, it's kind of cool. And you actually get to play Moonshaker Cavalry, and that's kind of awesome. So that, and I think bringing in the Titans are going to help the deck quite a bit. But the list we're going to post up is 3 Hopeful Initiate, 4 Lunarch Veteran, 4 Collector's Cage, 3 Bramble Familiar, 3 Quarian Beast Caller, 4 Botanical Brawler, 2 Fight Rigging, 2 Gwenna, 3 Railway Brawler, 2 Titan of Industry, 1 Galta and Maverin, 2 Moonshaker Cavalry, 3 Gold Vein Hydra, 2 Iganjo, Plains, Beseju, 3 Forest, 4 Brushland, 4 Overgrown Farmland, 4 Razorverge Thicket, and 3 Restless Prairie. And if you want to see some cool stuff we can do with Plot, turns out Doc Arlock's pretty sweet, and some other cards that I hadn't really considered, but you can do some pretty fun stuff, so check that out. That's all I have for now. We'll see you next time.